The tension in Cleveland has reached a boiling point. What started as frustration after another painful loss has exploded into a full-blown crisis, with star defensive end Myles Garrett now taking aim directly at head coach Kevin Stefanski. The Browns' locker room is no longer quiet. It's divided, emotional, and running out of patience. And at the heart of this storm lies one controversial question. Why hasn't Shador Sanders been given his shot? Garrett, the emotional leader of the Browns, didn't hold back when speaking to reporters after their latest defeat. His words cut through the air like a cold wind, his tone sharp and weary. "It's frustrating," he said, his voice heavy with exhaustion. "It's frustrating as hell to lose the same way every time. I know we're losing, and it's tough." You could almost feel the years of disappointment in his voice. The endless cycle of promise, hype, and heartbreak that has defined Cleveland football for decades. But this time it wasn't just frustration at the result. It was frustration at the leadership. According to Garrett, the Browns have become a team in transition that refuses to evolve. Young talent floods the roster, yet the same offensive mistakes repeat like a broken record. He didn't name names at first, but his meaning was clear. The offense is stagnant, the play calling uninspired, and the quarterback situation is spiraling into disaster. Then, in a subtle yet damning moment, he questioned why Shador Sanders, a rising star with all the makings of a leader, continues to sit on the sidelines while Dillon Gabriel struggles week after week. Garrett even joked that if Sanders ever got a chance and magically found open guys, he must be legendary. Because from what Garrett sees, this offense doesn't set anyone up to succeed. The cracks in Kevin Stefanski's leadership are showing, and everyone knows it. Garrett's comments didn't come from nowhere. They came from months of watching his defense carry the team, only for the offense to fall apart when it mattered most. The Browns' inability to adapt has become a defining feature of their season. Garrett pointed to the same problems appearing over and over again: no adjustments, no accountability, no progress. And though he didn't outright say it, everyone could sense the message underneath. The coach has lost control. Dillon Gabriel's performance hasn't helped matters. Though he managed a couple of touchdowns early, his accuracy faded under pressure, his rhythm vanished, and by the time the fourth quarter arrived, he looked completely rattled. Fumbles at key moments, misreads, and hesitation turned potential drives into heartbreak. The Steelers' defense feasted on his weaknesses, collapsing the pocket again and again, while Gabriel's confidence evaporated with every hit. Fans could see it. Teammates could feel it. And for Garrett, one of the league's most dominant defensive players, watching that collapse unfold from the sidelines was unbearable. Inside the organization, whispers have turned into open frustration. Stefanski's refusal to shake things up, especially at the quarterback position, has baffled even his closest allies. Despite Shador Sanders showing promise in practice, taking extra reps, and staying late to study film, he remains stuck behind Gabriel on the depth chart. Players have started to take notice, and they're no longer staying silent. Garrett wasn't alone in his criticism. Wide receiver Jerry Jeudy joined the chorus, blasting Stefanski for mishandling the quarterback situation. In an unfiltered moment, he questioned why Sanders hasn't been given the reins, calling the situation a waste of time. Judy's remarks echoed the sentiments of a locker room growing tired of excuses. "If we'd connected more, we'd have a better chance of winning games," he said. His tone wasn't angry, just resigned, the kind of voice you hear from someone who's lost faith in the system. Even the media has turned against Stefanski. Veteran journalist Mary Kay Cabot made headlines when she declared Shador Sanders the best passer in the game right now, praising his accuracy and poise. She compared him to elite quarterbacks like Josh Allen, insisting that with the right system, Sanders could lead the Browns to victory. Her comments ignited a wildfire across social media, with fans rallying behind the idea that the team's savior might already be standing on the sidelines, ignored. Myles Garrett, however, went beyond just criticism. He painted a picture of who Shador Sanders really is. He spoke about Sanders' relentless work ethic, describing how the young quarterback is the first to arrive at the facility and the last to leave. "You walk in the building and almost every morning you see him in there," Garrett said. Talking through plays, talking through schemes with the coaches, making sure he's ready for his moment. That kind of dedication, Garrett said, is rare, and it's exactly what this team needs. The situation has grown so dire that even the team's chemistry is starting to fracture. While the defense continues to dominate, the offense looks lost. out of sync, uninspired, and unsure of its identity. Stefanski's once prized offensive mind has turned into a liability. He's clinging to his own system even as it fails in front of him, forcing players into roles that don't fit their strengths. It's the same story every week. Defensive excellence wasted by offensive incompetence. Behind closed doors, sources say the pressure is suffocating. Ownership is reportedly monitoring Stefanski's every move. Another string of losses could push the organization toward drastic changes, and Garrett's public comments might have been the breaking point. When your star player starts questioning your leadership, it's no longer just about bad play calling. It's about trust, respect, and credibility. But amidst all the chaos, one name keeps resurfacing: Shador Sanders. His rise from college star to NFL prospect has been marked by poise, intelligence, and raw talent. Many believe he represents hope, the spark this franchise desperately needs. And yet, for reasons only Stefanski seems to understand, that spark remains unlit. The Browns' offense needs a heartbeat, and Sanders might just be the one capable of giving it life. Still, Stefanski appears unmoved. His loyalty to Gabriel has confused both fans and players, creating the perception that he's more interested in proving himself right than doing what's best for the team. The longer he waits, the more control he risks losing. And in a locker room already full of tension, every delay feels like a countdown to implosion. The Browns were supposed to be contenders this year. A dominant defense, a retooled offense, and a fan base desperate for hope. But instead, they find themselves trapped in a loop of disappointment, defined by what could have been. Each loss feels heavier than the last, and each press conference sounds more like damage control than leadership. Myles Garrett's words may have lit the fuse, but the explosion is still coming. Whether it's in the form of a quarterback change, a coaching shakeup, or a full-blown rebuild, Cleveland can't keep going like this. Something has to give, and soon. Because if this team doesn't fix its identity crisis, it won't just lose games, it'll lose itself. So what do you think? Are the Browns collapsing because of Kevin Stefanski's stubbornness? Should Shador Sanders finally be given the chance to take over as the starting quarterback and bring life back to this offense? Or is Cleveland once again trapped in the endless cycle of bad coaching and wasted potential? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on this brewing drama, from locker room tension to possible coaching changes, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Because the next chapter in Cleveland's story might just change everything.